Huh? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2007 movie Cinderella 3: A Twist in Time. So, in this movie, the fairy godmother's wand is stolen by Anastasia and taken to Cinderella's stepmother, and she uses the wand to turn back time and make it so that the prince thinks that Anastasia is the girl of his dreams when she uses magic to make the shoe fit her and stuff. And so Cinderella is having to figure out a way to win back her happily ever after and stop the fairy godmother and her evil stepsisters. This movie is actually one of the best out of the Disney direct-to-video sequels. In fact, it might even be in my top 5 at least, because there are a few of these that I actually think are pretty decent, and this is definitely one of the very best ones for sure. It's actually, and this one feels more like a sequel to the first one. It kind of ignores the events of the second one, which I can understand why they did. There are some things about it that I wish I wouldn't have ignored, but they and everything, like the stuff with Anastasia and everything, her little redemption in that one, they kind of ignore it in this one. But you could also just chalk it up that her and the baker didn't work out. They never really explain what happened with that. But I think this is more meant to be a direct sequel to the first one. And as far as that goes, this is actually one that is a worthy sequel to the first one. I think it is a really great story and everything. I love the whole way the story's told, and it's not really anything new. We've seen movies where characters have to try to win back their old lives and stuff after that. It's nothing totally new. We've seen it done in movies like Click and Shrek Forever After, even It's a Wonderful Life, which is one of the greatest movies of all time and everything. So it's not a new concept, but it's executed really, really well, and the animation in here is really great. They really tried their best to make it on par with the original's animation, because they had to like intertwine some of the animation from that one in flashback scenes and stuff, and I think it worked. I think they did a really great job with that, and it has some pretty catchy songs too. There's this one in particular that Gus Gus and Jack Jack sing that is just really, really catchy and everything. I can't remember the name of it, but I absolutely love it. It's where they're kind of retelling how Prince Charming and Cinderella met and everything, trying to convince Prince Charming that Cinderella is the actual girl that he danced with, and it's just a very catchy song. I love that moment. Plus, it's also cool again to see Prince Charming interact with the mice and everything. And another thing I love about this movie is they actually do something with Prince Charming. They actually give him a character and everything. He's not just there to be Cinderella's love interest like they did in the first two movies. He was barely in the second one, and he wasn't in the first one a lot, but he had an important role in the first one, obviously. But they also make their romance a lot more believable in this one too, which is really good too. I love that and everything. So this is a really great sequel. Like I said, it's definitely one of the best, if not the best, out of these Disney animation cheapicals. I don't think I could say it's the very best, because I do like a few of the other ones more. I'll talk about those when I get to them, but as far as this one goes, it's a great ending to the Cinderella trilogy, and personally I feel like the Cinderella trilogy is a pretty decent trilogy. Does it need to be a trilogy? No. The original could have just been its own thing, and they could have never done any sequels, and it would have been okay too. But I am very glad that we got these sequels, because I personally think Cinderella 2 is pretty decent. Like I said in my review for that movie, nostalgia plays a lot into that one. This one I don't have a lot of nostalgia for. I only saw it one time, and it was like 3 or 4 years after it first came out, so I don't really have a lot of nostalgia for it. I just absolutely love the movie. I think it's a really great one, and I'd go as far to say that I'd give it a 9 out of 10. It's almost as good as the original, and it's a very worthy sequel too that and everything. That's why I say it's one of my most favorites out of the Disney cheapicals and everything, because it's a lot better than most of them and everything. It felt like they really tried to take their time and put some effort into the story for this one and everything, so I got to give them credit for it. And I honestly think this would have been a worthy sequel that could have gone to the theaters and might have actually been a pretty decent hit and everything. I know a lot of people love this one and everything. I'm definitely one of them. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Cinderella 3: A Twist in Time, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.